Greetings YouTube! A while back, a few weeks now, I was ill and bored, so stuck for something to do. I kind of went out and bought these, and I very much enjoyed working on them. I did finish them. I didn't use any of Games Workshop specialist paints. I just had my own acrylic paints and whatnot. But I'm very pleased with the way they turned out. Used some of their little tricks, like the dry paint thing, where you get it a bit on the brush dry, and little highlights on them. So, which I didn't know about that trick. So, I learned a few things about doing them. So I very much liked them. And I've obviously played a video game based on Warhammer 40k. Purely by chance, however, yesterday the news dropped that in addition to not doing The Witcher 3 or DC's Superman anymore, Henry Cavill has apparently entered into a deal with Amazon and Games Workshop to do Warhammer movies, and apparently they're going to do a Warhammer 40k movie first. Henry Cavill is apparently a massive Warhammer fan. So I can only imagine how much he's pinging off the fucking walls right now with excitement over this. Me, I'm not looking to play the game. I'm just collecting a few of the miniatures because I quite liked working on them. I haven't got much space to store them in, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful, a bit restricted on what I choose to do. But yes, I will be adding some more to this collection. And yeah, that Henry Cavill news yesterday was pure coincidence that it happened, because the universe likes a fucking laugh every now and again. Here's a Warhammer video game I played. Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. What is it with tabletop games and their titles so long they look like they're trying to give Lord of the Rings a run for its money? Anyway, it's around the 41st century and the universe is shit. Every faction in it is their own unique brand of shit. There are no good guys, so feel free to back whichever bunch of bastards you like, safe in the knowledge that everything is fucked. Enter the Martyr, an ancient Imperium ship that mysteriously resurfaces, and as an Inquisitor you are tasked with solving its secrets. Now I will say this straight away, comparisons between this and Diablo 3 are unavoidable, though they do differ from each other in some very important ways. There are 3 base classes to the game, your typical warrior, rogue, mage archetypes. The tech priest on the end there, he's not part of the base game, he's actually part of the DLC that I just happen to have, and it contains story spoilers for the main plotline. Shh! Pick your class, pick your subtype. I picked the Crusader Heavy Gunner. And here we go! Any second now. Any minute now. Any hour now. Any day. Oh, come on! Oh, finally. After 2 minutes and 30 seconds of waiting, I'm in. The controls immediately feel heavy, but it's not a problem. Ah! Bad guy! And I don't know what the controls are. Okay, that seemed to work. Yep, that did the trick.
An ancient Imperial ship infested by chaos. So be it. Let's cleanse the taint then.
Ooh, a whole swarm.
Well met, heretics. It is time for you to die.
Okay, I still don't really know what I'm doing. And I'm just pressing the trigger. And they're dead. Level 2. Oh, bloody hell! Ugh! I wouldn't mind, but the graphics aren't exactly next gen. What the hell's taking it so long? 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Okay, I need to know how the combat system works. I mean, I appreciate the non-intrusive nature of the tutorials, but I'm bloody lost. Alright, having consulted the tutorial section, it seems that you don't earn attack powers as you level up, like you do in Diablo. Instead, each weapon has 4 attacks built in. You switch weapons, you switch powers.
Yes, a grenade. Enemies of the Emperor, I'll blast you to smithereens. A proper welcome committee at last. That grenade could be useful now.
Level 3. Fuck! 2 minutes 19. Let's have a look to see what these weapons actually do. Okay, so the laser. First attack. Single shot, pierces multiple targets, vulnerability to heat damage, higher critical damage. Second attack. Rapid fire 3-shot burst. Extra damage to unarmoured targets, tight spread, hits a single target. Third attack, aimed, holding the button allows selective targeting of enemy body parts. Higher critical damage, single target, stacks heat damage. Fourth attack, channeled attack, continuous damage, increased damage to cover, move backwards while firing. Now the shotgun. First attack, cone-shaped blast hits multiple enemies. Damage decreases over distance. Knockback only affects suppressed targets. Double damage against bigger enemies. Second attack. Single shot, knockback, knockdown, slow. Vulnerability to physical damage. Third attack. Wait, what did the laser do again? Yeah, with every weapon set typically having 4 attacks, which vary wildly between weapons, good luck trying to remember what everything does, especially with the sheer number of weapons on offer. Just pick a weapon and shoot shit, it seems to work.
The first tribal champion. I wonder if these mongrel tribes are the descendants of the original inhabitants. I guess I'll know more soon.
Level 4. Fuck's sake! 1 minute 25. A bit quicker this time, admittedly. Worth mentioning, you can mix and match one-handed weapons. They typically have only 2 attacks each, but you benefit from having 2 weapons at once. Gives you a surprising level of control over your playstyle. Also, watch your suppression gauge. When that gets low, you become susceptible to knockbacks, slow, and various other effects that put you at risk. You can try to take cover to limit the enemy's attacks, but cover can be destroyed and melee enemies won't give a toss. Level 5. 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Did I mention that on average the tutorial levels are about 10 minutes long? And that you have to sit through another fucking loading screen when it ends?
Inquisitor, my astropath has sent your audio log to the Caligari Conclave, as you requested.
Let me guess. Another local warp surge manifestation swallowed the message whole.
But a warrior of the Adeptus Astartes is not a simple mortal we can treat.
Indeed. We need a tech priest with unique skills and knowledge of the genetic material of the Adeptus Astartes. We need a Magos Biologos specialist, which could be difficult.
The Merciful Agony is a hospital fortress in the Chernobog system. It's also a secret research station of the Adeptus Mechanicus. You'll find a Magos Biologos there.
Did anybody else understand a word of that? I think they call it High Gothic. High bullshit, more like. Alright, we need a medic. Oh, sorry, we need a Magos Biologist. Ooh! Oh, another loading screen! This is bloody stupid! How does anybody put up with this? 46 seconds. That was fast. Well, for this game it was. Mining rig raid. Loading screen! And 37 seconds. Is it just me, or is this game getting quicker at loading? Was the tutorial slowing it down or something? Of course, up to now I've been playing only as the warrior archetype, the crusader class. I've got to give the others a go. Time for the assassin. Tutorial, oh fuck. Loading screen! No! This is painful. This is physically... 27 seconds. Okay. Level 2, 33 seconds. Okay. Yeah. In fact, all the levels from here on out are 30-second load times. I won't pretend to understand the witchcraft going on here, because I don't. But it seems once you've beaten the tutorial once you've gone through the hell of 2-minute loading times once, you never have to do it again with any other character. I'm assuming there's an arcane reason for this, but fucked if I know what it is. The game's mechanisms are not that complicated, but there's a lot of them. As I've already pointed out, weapons have attack powers built into them. There are a bunch of implants and enhancements, and your armour comes with a built-in ultimate power. There are a selection of skill trees. I say selection, what I mean is crap ton. Also, a selection of passive upgrades. I say selection, I mean a shitload. There's a crafting system. Although, given the amount of guns you pick up in the field, plus the stingy amount of materials you earn, crafting isn't the most useful feature, plus you need the blueprints for something first. Also, the game has a million types of currency. XP, cash, fate, glory, cortex fragments, favour, perk points, attribute points, void shards, and... well, whatever the hell all this is on the crafting screen, I've no idea. The hordes of chaos aren't the only enemy you'll face either. The upside of the combat, it makes you super powerful. The downside, it does make some of the galaxy's greatest terrors look like a bunch of school kids being terrorised by a bus full of pensioners. The mission map is somewhat reminiscent of Mass Effect's ship map, except someone decided to include every location from Warhammer's extremely complicated history on it. Good job they also included a quick way of finding mission locations, otherwise you'd spend hours trying to find the next one. Some of the locations are, despite the limited graphics, very pretty to look at. Although seeing some of the architecture does make me wonder, how much more awesome would it look if instead of looking down at it from above, you were looking up at it from a personal view, seeing the statues and the columns tower above you? I suppose this view keeps it looking like the tabletop game, but still. Let's have a quick look at the Psyker class. Like all classes, the Psyker has some weapons unique to it. In this case, spellcasting rods and staves, which have a very odd approach to combat. Sorry, did I say quick look? This ain't gonna be quick. Okay, so if you check a staff, you'll discover its first power is a basic attack. You'll then notice the second, third and fourth powers are a weird gold glowy icon. The way this works is weird. You set up a list of powers from the Tome of Power on the bridge of your ship. Those powers are slotted into your current staff or other weapon in order from left to right until you run out of slots. Even if you change weapons, the powers are slotted into the new weapon in the same way. It gives you a massive amount of control over your power setup, but unlike other weapons, you can't change them once you're in a mission.
Charge!
Additionally, you can gain 2 extra power slots by switching out your equipment and armor powers. Then, most of your powers cause a build-up of warp heat. You overheat, the warp randomly backfires in your face, potentially fatally. Then, power masteries can be unlocked from the skills menu to further tweak things to your liking. Oh, and did I happen to mention the item known as the Inoculator can also be customised? Slot ingredients into it to change what it does. Stop! The Psyker's powers add to what was already an extremely complicated system. Well, no, each aspect is not complicated in of itself, but there's so many of them to remember. The equipment, the weapons, the attacks, the suppression system, the cover, the crafting, the skills, the perks, the currencies, the attributes, the inoculator, the warp powers, the void crusades, Uther's tarot. Don't you fucking dare ask about either of those last 2. It's a good job shooting baddies in the middle of their face is so entertaining. Damn! I've never died at normal difficulty in Diablo 3. Holy shit! It turns out the Black Legion is a traitor Space Marine Legion in service to the powers of chaos. You don't fuck with the Space Marines, unless you happen to have a flamethrower. That seems to work. This is one of the rare occasions in this game where you actually have to pay attention to which weapon and which attack you're using. Because the Space Marines have armour, which reduces all the damage they take. You better be damn sure you know which of your weapons have an armour-piercing attack. Also, these Black Legion Juggernauts have shields that regen very fast if you stop damaging them. Even including some of the bosses and sub-bosses. They're the toughest fuckers in the whole game. Oh, and then there's the tank, which drives reasonably, but shoots like shit! I'm not even aiming over there! Who the fuck is on the main gun? And then there's the mech. This one shoots straight but handles like arse. God damn it, first the tank gunner's blind, now the mech driver's drunk. Little wonder the Imperium's losing. I quite like this game. I know, I've spent most of this video complaining the hell out of it. But here's the thing. The long loading times at the beginning, those go away. Complete the tutorial and you'll never have to suffer through it ever again. Even if you play the tutorial with another character, never happens again. The loot system, it doesn't drown you in items like Diablo does until much later on. And things like the inoculator, for example, you can customize the inoculator, but only once you've got the medic on the ship. Similarly, the crafting system only unlocks once you've got the tech priest on your ship. There are certain features that don't unlock straight away. So you never feel like you're completely overwhelmed by all this crap, because you get it handed to you piecemeal. And the difficulty and learning curve is pretty gentle. Well, unless you come up against the Black Legion, or you suddenly encounter someone who's decided to bring a tank to a chainsword fight. As Diablo clones go, it is a pretty good one. It's one of those ones that you won't be sorry for picking up. I got it in a bit of a sale because the complete edition is holy fuck levels of money, but I got like 85% off. For some reason this game is always on sale on the PlayStation Store. I have no idea why. It either means Sony loves it or fucking hates it. I don't know which it is. Anyway, what did you think of my video? Leave a like or dislike down below. If anybody's played this game, let me know what you thought of it in the comments section. And if you're a glutton for punishment, you can always subscribe. You can always ring the bell to get notifications, because apparently that's a thing you've got to do separately. And if you want to inflict me on someone else instead, you can always share. See you next time.